Good morning, Year 4. Okay, welcome to your Friday English session. Now, yesterday, we just have a quick recap. You started your, let me just go back to here. Actually, what I've not done is set my screen to share again. Do this every single time. Okay, here we go. So, yesterday, we started looking at the features of a newspaper report. We started to then apply them to do our own learning. So you had a double page spread. You wrote the date on the top corner of your double page spread, like this. You wrote English and then you wrote newspaper report. Okay, you didn't need to write the what, you didn't need to write the how or the why. Okay, because that is the bits that you're going to be doing. Okay, so remember you're writing newspaper report, so you can explain how and why natural disasters take place. So yesterday, you should have got as far as writing your headline, your byline, and your introduction of 2 sentences. So your 2 sentences for your introduction, if I skip back to this part here, should be what happened and where. So I talked about an earthquake happening in Italy. You could talk about a volcano that has erupted. You could talk about a tsunami that happened. Entirely up to you. You can make it up. One natural disaster that has happened in a particular place. Okay, I chose Italy because I know that Italy is based on or sat near a tectonic plate. Okay, so I chose a country that I know is sat near one of the tectonic plates. Now, remember, we're looking through this book that you should have in your pack, and you should see all of these lines. So make sure that you do pick a country or a city that's sat near or on one of those tectonic plates, because that's where the natural disasters are most likely to happen. Okay, so hopefully you've got as far as you're writing your introduction. All I want you to do today is just continue with that. So I would like you to make sure that you add pictures. So remember last time, rewind last time when we wrote our newspaper report, we left spaces to put pictures in. So in my Waggle here, I've got pictures. I've got a picture of an earthquake. I've also got a picture of where the tectonic plates are. Okay, same goes for you. You can add the pictures. Think about where the most appropriate place in your newspaper report would be to have a picture. So I wanted to include a picture of the after effects of the natural disaster, but then I also wanted to include more of a diagram to describe tectonic plates. Okay, so please make sure that today you've got your pictures in there. Please do colour them in, but things to remember that I didn't mention yesterday. Please do make sure that when your pictures are coloured in pencil crayon or crayon, not in felt tip, because it will go through the pages of your book. Okay, so remember, these books, even though they're at home, they are school books. So I would like you to treat them as though they are school books and make sure that you're using them exactly like you would do in school. So that is using pencil crayons or crayons to colour in your pictures. What I'd also like you to do today is just finish off your introduction, your paragraph 1 and your paragraph 2. If you've already done that, you can then move on to what we would normally do on a Friday, which is to check our work for non-negotiables. Okay, so and what for today, if you have not already finished. Now remember, if you have finished, then you will move on to this. If you haven't, try not to worry too much. Just focus on finishing those that newspaper report for me. So if you have finished, I would like you to go through your work and check for non-negotiables. That is by deepening our thinking, because what we're having to do is having to think about all of those different processes that we learn every day in school. Things like capital letters, full stops, using a comma at the end of a linking adverb or an adverbial phrase. Okay, making sure that our sentences make sense. Does the main clause bit make sense? And have we added any other information like in a positive or a subordinate clause? Okay, have we punctuated those properly? And we're doing that so we can ensure our work flows and is well presented. So today, if you have finished your work, please can you just go through and can you check for these kind of things? Can you look at it and think, yeah, that's my neatest handwriting, and it's fantastic? Or do you think maybe I probably should rewrite that word because I can't really read it myself? Can you go through and check if you've got a comma in between your appositive? So if, for example, where I've used a positive here, the earthquake that lasted for about 5 minutes. That lasted for about 5 minutes is my positive. That is between 2 commas. Okay, can you make sure that if you have used a linking adverb, that you have punctuated it with a comma? Okay, and again, with your fronted adverbial or adverbial phrase, it needs to be followed by a comma. So just this today is just to go through your work, put all your finishing touches in and just checking that it makes sense. Okay, have a fabulous weekend. Really, really proud of all the work that you've done this week. You've really risen to the challenge. Well done, everybody. And we'll see you very, very soon. What I'll do is I'll stop the share and I'll end the recording. I'll see you soon. Bye.